It's time. It's time for your Master Division playoffs. Here we go. Midori taking on Elements of Harmony. Here, we're getting close to the top of the hour, so don't want to take a whole lot of time doing this, but let's go take a look at your bracket. Let's see where we're at here. We're going in your upper bracket semifinals here for this matchup. Winner will go on to take on ZK Esports, Zocorp Esports. They're in your upper bracket finals. Loser will move down into the lower bracket where they would face Young and Beautiful. Let's take a look. See, we've already had to send 2 teams home, unfortunately, for Kintsugi and Artemis. But hey, both of them put up great fights. Artemis taking EDM to 5. Seeing Artemis really punch up and really hanging here in the top 8 of Master Division. Awesome to see. Kintsugi, I thought, was a little bit of a punching down. I think Kintsugi had the ability to go further, but just run into some very difficult squads and just kind of struggled to put it together in this meta. This meta didn't quite seem to suit them. I think a lot of Kintsugi's strength would have been around winners. Hit scan, obviously, we've been more in the double flex DPS meta here lately. So we're down to top 6. Zocorp able to take a banger 3-2 over Boot Troop last night, putting themselves in the winner bracket final. You've got 2 very, very dangerous teams already down at Young and Beautiful and Boob Troop already in lower bracket, and one of these 2 teams joining down there. I don't even know who to give this one to. We're heading to Lijiang Tower to kick things off. Okay, Midori do ban the Wu Yang. So Zarya ban, and from Harmony, whatever it's pronounced. Zach on the 4 rocking the Team Falcons logo. All right, I respect it. Let's get into upper bracket semifinals. It's time for FACEIT League, friends. Let's do it. Let's get into it. Unfortunately, have to have a delay on for these matches. For competitive integrity's sake, we don't want anybody stream sniping. These are official, FACEIT League Master playoff matches. Which is why I'm also not going to have my camera on. Keep our focus here in the game. Much, more like you would see with an OWCS production. I run the FACEIT matches a lot more like a broadcast, as opposed to like a coach stream. So I will not have my camera on while we are in game. Focus will be on the players here.
3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Teleport out of spawn. Tools is going to start us off in the Diva. We'll get Hero with the Ramatra there for Midori, and I do owe you a side swap. Which does mean our bans are actually backwards. Here, I'll fix that for you real quick. Sorry. Quick adjustment. Wait. Oh, no, I had the bans right. I just had the teams on the wrong side. Dope. All right, boom. Midori is able to get first cap. Zach with the 4 is in, played on the Venture. We kind of had this conversation earlier about, we're seeing a little bit more Venture, back in Season 17 than we're seeing now. But definitely still prevalent and definitely still useful. Ooh, Kirito tries to teleport in. Good coverage from Cabe. So far, so good here from Midori. And looking at 30% and counting. I don't think they've lost anybody yet, have they? Triplet. Triplet died once. The only death so far here from Midori in these 2 team fights. Skid, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate the tier 1 so very much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. The teleporter from Kirito. They got tools in. Oh, and you're able to kind of wall off Hero. Hero ends up getting locked outside of the building. Door closed behind him, one of those, and it was locked from the other way. What a play, what a wall. There from Tools. Consider Rush now tossed in from Juno. Here, we'll try to close out this fight. Kitsune Rush matched by the Photon Barrier. Tectonic Shock Sound Barrier now tossed in from Midori. They've never given up control at this point. Trying to work through the social sound barrier. Zac will eventually whittle down Kirito and send them back to spawn. Annihilation in play here from Hero. They're able to run Harmony all the way back out towards the capsule. Not much time for a touch. I think it's going to be up to Social here on the Lucio to make it happen. Keep an eye on Kirito. Perhaps a teleport can do it. There it is, on to the point. Kirito will get the OT going, throw down the sim turrets to try to protect it. Tools drops in the downpour, catching Hero, but Hero's in Nemesis form, able to block a lot of that. Still just trying to corner up. Cave shots, blocked by Tools. Wall Hero wins the duel. Juno eventually finds the kill. It's a 3v3 here on the point. Cave trying to tilt the balance. Low Kirito. Finds a pick. Is 1 health. Kirito makes it out at 1 health. No way. Seymour will hunt him down. Oh, man. I'm surprised Kirito lived for as long as they did. You know, kept it scrappy. Midori, hang on. I'll take our opening round. Zac with the forward is Thanos. Can't argue with that, Quester. Razor also echoing that sentiment.
Ready for battle.
Z4 Ack. Never mind. I was trying to read what Kiriko was saying. It was something along the same lines. It's how you do that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
No changes compositionally. You don't have Lampet playing on a Tracer. It looks to be the only change. Excuse me. All right. Good opener from here. Oh, I tried to remember to give you stats. I forgot to get your stance. That one pick from Hero is enough to kind of send Harmony packing. Twills ends up isolated, trying to find the Mega. We'll get D-Mech taken down. 15% on the board already. So far, so good here from Midori. Kirito swaps over to Afar. This is one of the specialty heroes here from Kirito. You know, I thought of Kirito as kind of the flying hero specialist. Played a lot of Far Echo when I first started seeing him compete. Ooh, nice direct to finish off Zac, and you've got a +1/+2. There's Lampet's going to find a pair, including one with that pulse. Should be good enough for a flip. This Harmony will get some percentage built up here for the first time on this map. Aw, and then Y says, can you not root against Lampet, please? Aw. Kitsune Rush used from Midori. Oh, there's the late answer from Juno. Social taken down early in this fight, so Harmony trying to kind of fight from the back foot. And without the sound barrier to match, this is Suzu up into the sky to Swift Step there, rather, to save Kirito, who fights too through that barrage. Eventually.
Thanks.
Ah! Doesn't even make it back onto the point. My goodness. Bull skunk leave? Or is that like I am leave?
Ready for battle.
Yeah, straight up, I just realized it too. No, I did. That was totally flipping cameras. That I had to be like mid-sentence when I hit that too. Because that was just flipping through cameras. And hit the mute on my stream deck. That's exactly what that was. Hey, you know, told you it was gonna happen.
5, 4,
Like I said, it was never gonna. I was never gonna mute myself in an official match ever again. It took what, half a map? Oh, Narwhal. Oh, you're too kind. Honestly, I figure the match is probably more enjoyable without me there. It's probably the most enjoyable 90 seconds in the whole freaking thing. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. You know what? Absence makes the heart grow fonder. All right, that's what I'm going for. That's what I'm going for. All right. Well, after Midori grabbing 2 very quick first caps, they have to give it up in this map. Or sub-map, rather. Hero with the Diva swap is yet to really make it over the bridge. You know, understand the swap, especially just the impact Kirito has had. Oh, just shows up in the window just to drop a direct onto the Zac Tracer. And then right back to the front lines to corral, put pressure onto the bridge. Ah, I was too locked in. I was too locked in. I don't even know if you're talking about me. You might be talking about Kirito. Kirito, we saw gets the environmental there. Ooh, almost got another one. Dueling continuing rush is thrown over this point. Yeah, it just seems like an ideal place to throw in a barrage. Hero is trying to stick to that Pharah, but then you leave Lampin open, access triplet. Another great fight win out of Harmony. I told you, Element Dub. Told you. Hey, it's what happens when you're producing, you know, observing, casting. Try to keep an eye on chat. We did talk about this earlier. There's that barrage from Kirito. Way later than one might have expected. Hero kind of just drops an egg over there off the side. Honestly, kind of surprised they were able to get back at Max. Albert are now in from triplet. Midori really have one last chance to try to push on to this point. Cabe is, I mean, just fighting to even make it to the objective. Zach goes down. It's going to be up to Triplet to keep this overtime going. Actually, they're getting Dono walled off the point. Hero gets D-mech'd. Cabe still hasn't been able to fight their way onto the point, even with the OC. The jump across, but doesn't make it into the window. And Harmony will grab map 1. I know, right? You can't take me anywhere. You just can't take me anywhere. There you go. Get that point on the board for EOH. I'm going to be a King's Row pick here out of Midori. You're going to stay in the red outlines. Mercy Band? A Mercy Band. It's a Mercy Band. Check the way. Is that right? We're banning out of Mercy. Stats for map 1. Oh, wow. Very, very close. Very close stat-wise. Kirito swaps to that far and takes over. 14k damage. Absolutely. Absolutely. Please announce my sandwich is amazing. Let's go. Big dubs. Big dubs. It's going to be a Symmetra ban here out of EOH. Get ready for King's Row. We are having Temp come in. So Temp is subbing in for Kirito. So we're going to get Lamp and Temp now in your DPS roles. Let's get to map 2.
Ready for battle.
Going all out of Midori, I believe in them, says Zelos. Someone pray to EOH. You got Maddie, Phoenix, Zelos, all Midori believers, despite them being down after that first map. Yeah, we got 10 points. A whopping 10 points.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Tools back into the Diva. And the newest Persona skin, by the way. Hero over into the Zarya. We did have the Zarya was banned out by Harbani in that first map. I keep wanting to call them by their old name. I'm sorry, y'all. It's like I always have to like think twice about it. Temp Summit has pulled out the Hanzo here. You lose Juno early, but yo, Temp mows through an aggressive Seaborn. Seaborn trying to play that off angle, play that flank hallway, and just got absolutely mowed down. Triple and Zach come up with kills though. Now suddenly Temp fighting themselves. Missing some reinforcements, missing friends here on this defense. We do get a touch in from Lampet, try to keep this one alive. Hero just now returning, and there's been no progress picked up. So, I mean, there's been time for the defense to respawn. Plenty of time to stage for a recontest here. Both Tracers are close to their pulses. Otherwise, we're in a pretty neutral state as far as ultimates are concerned. Nice bubble there out of Hero. Zach tosses in a pulse. Does not land. Lampet returns fire, but ends up getting the business end of a right click, and we end up with an advantage here from Midori. Well, I say that. They're missing their carry. Temp throwing in some arrows here from the top window. And again, without the Kiriko Hill, I mean, it's just Lucio heals there for Hero. I think Seaborn should have returned. Yeah, Seaborn just now making it back into this fight, building up towards this Kitsune rush. Has been out of it for a minute, and Tim is able to find Zach. The defense are trying to hold on, but Triplet beats Social to this sound barrier. And it looks like Midori is going to be able to leverage that into a point cap.
Spot the payload.
I know, right? If we see Tip in the Cassidy, I mean, you know where Tim got that that Cassidy gun. In Cave we trust. Hey, I agree. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I actually kind of like the wolf skin, too. It's a cool looking skin. I mean, it's no Cobra Commander, but it's still a pretty cool skin. He has the weapon skin he won equipped. That's badass. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Tools. We're just eating enormous amounts of damage there from Cape. Shadow Step to rejoin Hero inside the bookstore where dragons are just gonna eat through your health bar. What an enormous dragons out of Tim. Midori put themselves into the bookstore and Tim just fires a dragon strike right through it. Tools fight? Where were you, Zach? Like, that feels like the fight hadn't started yet. How did Zach get found out? I mean, with as aggressive as this defense is playing, you know, now it's kind of starting to make a little more sense. I mean, see Tools and Lamp just positioned this far forward. Heroes running into the triple threat there in the back line. Social's going to hit all three of those defenders with the sound barrier as the Graviton Surge from Hero caught all of them. Tip ends up being the one to go down. In fact, he finds a kill onto the Curie as well. So, a dark step. I know, it's not swift, it's shadow. It's edgy. I do like that skin, though. That's a cool skin. More, I appreciate the follow. Thank you so much for being here. Kitsune rush out of his defense. Keep playing from the flank side on the alley, and the counterpunch with the sound barriers. Good enough to pick up a kill on the Social. I think both teams are missing their Lucios. Hero muscles forward to find two. Tools. Oh! Actually corrals them in. Force everybody forward with the self-destruct. Hero's able to find two as they run forward to escape that self-destruct, but then has nowhere left to go. The dragons from Temp and Lampant's just raw accuracy end up doing the attacking Midori in, despite coming up with good early picks there in that fight. Cade takes the dark step towards the high ground. Not able to do a whole lot. Tip's still hanging out up there. Okay, no, Tip does fall back. First kill going to Midori. Feels like the first time that's happened in a minute. Tip could be in trouble. Storm Arrow's already used. Zach's got a recall. Falls back. There's Social in with some peel. Escort their Hanzo back into main, where Timp is able to find a kill on a triplet. Hero has a Graviton Surge, throws it, able to catch three with that. Suzu use Amp from Social, who's still not able to survive. It's an important kill as you're able to take the sound barrier out of this fight, at least temporarily, but you still have Timp to worry about around that corner. Tools holding down the point. Hero with no bubble. Came drops in for the 3-kill Death Blossom. That's going to be enough to push you over the line. 90 seconds added to the time bank. Midori continue to play. Continue to attack. Now this defense trying to get stabilized. Tools moving up to take center high ground. Temp holding his back high ground. Cave to challenge. Not able to sit up there long. Once the bubble fades, Shadow Step away. Tools throws a self-destruct down low. You're able to catch Seymour? What? Oh no! Now Hero in a world of hurt. It's not very often you see, you know, just a self-destruct kind of yeeted in like that these days. But that one comes up big. Big shout out says go Zorcorp. Hey, you know what? They looked really good yesterday. They're in the upper bracket finals, awaiting the winner of this series. Kitsu, Pulse, Sound Barrier, all available. Really force support ults, both sides. Temp's Dragon's the first to come out, and Triplet lands the Sound Barrier, try to respond. Social with the second beat, typically the better beat, and Hero ends up way behind enemy lines. Pulse Bomb will get negated by a beautiful Suzu, and the defense looking on top here as Temp finds two important picks. Shut down this attack from Midori. That's just going to be the end of the road.
Initiating match.
Aww.
Ready for battle.
No, all support is accepted. Doesn't matter if you're not even playing. Also awesome. Lampit when his Bull Scout pulling up trying to fry street with me. Wait.
5,
Dude.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
He was giggling in VC. Aww. Timp was so happy. That's amazing. Aww. That is so wholesome. Tip was just giggling in VC. They were so happy to win the cast gun earlier. That is so wholesome. Oh, and now just playing like a god. Yeah, Tip has just been out here clicking heads left and right. You kidding me? Lampit! Oh, God. Speaking of playing like a god. Lampit has been lights out good on this map. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? 17 and 5, 64? Yeah. Sorry, I meant to give you this between. Temp actually leading the team in damage. Hero leading the server, but Temp is leading the team in damage. Lampit, ooh, the recall. Got good damage into K, but not able to get the kill. But you catch Triplet on the way home. You know, just a drive-by smashing, drive-by slapping on a Triplet on the way home.
Stop the payload.
Ruh-roh. Oh, all right. Looks like we're ready to head back in. Oh, that was a bold move. I think Cade was lucky. Tim didn't just try to read the headshot off of the dark step. Oh, Cade just two taps Lampit though. Diane Cole, I'm Mushroom. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Is there any way to get the... Absolutely, yeah, they're on the FACEIT site. They're all on the FACEIT site. All right, Kitsune rush in, sound barrier out. I know, we were just been... I just kind of got enamored with Junopov there for a moment. I'm not even sure what that was about. I was just reading chat, just hanging out. Like, wait a minute, we've been watching this Kiriko for entirely too long. Hero with a graviton surge here to try to hold. Oh, gets the grab down, but doesn't have a bubble to fend off the pulse. And that's just going to be the cap. Nearly 5 minutes on the clock. I'm so glad. You're very welcome. Jinhara, happy to. I love getting to do this. I love getting to do this. Maddie said something earlier, like, as long as T2 is happening, I will be here streaming it. That is 100% accurate. I love just getting this opportunity. Thank y'all for hanging out with me tonight. Came with a dark step to the high ground. There you go. Sound barrier down. You need to make a move now. Temp has kind of flipped the map here. Moves over to the opposite high ground. Cade's going to drop down. Woo! Oh, it ate a massive arrow. Chonky damage. And Temp just reigns from up on high. It's a 2-0 lead. As Elements of Harmony move up to match point.
Play of the game.
It felt pretty dominant there from EOH, didn't it? And remember, I mean, this is Midori is your number 2 seed coming into this. Ooh, you know something? I want to say Midori won the head-to-head last time too. Yeah, see, Midori absolutely won this head-to-head. That's what I was thinking. Midori 3-0'd the squad last time. And this, I mean, whoa. Now, granted, I believe that was before our mid-season patch. We are going to get a Watchpoint Gibraltar pick here out of Midori. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for hanging out, you know, enjoying some tier 2 Overwatch with me. I love that. I love that so much. That's that growth, like, you know, people are coming back. We're bringing you back in. Oh, it makes me feel good. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Oh, I didn't see the ban. They like waited until the last possible second to put the ban in, and I didn't see it. So, Seafull coming in. This has to be the Diva ban from Midori, right? I'm going to go with Midori ban Diva to try to attack tools. Seafull is coming in on the other side. We did get the Freya ban. Cade does have a pretty mean Freya. So that was track. All right, let's get into map 3. Reverse sweep from Midori incoming, says Zelos. Wouldn't surprise me. Jorgen, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. There are so many skunks and bulls in chat. I know, right, buddy? I know. I know. It's so awesome. It's so encouraging. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for being here. All right, we're gonna get the Tracer Hanzo out of Midori to back up the Winton out of Seafood. We got a Winton on the battlefield. Let's get some Wintons in chat. Wintons in chat. Probably some ducks as well. You know what? I mean, it's T2. There's gonna be ducks around somewhere. Tools has pulled out the hazard in lieu of the Diva ban to try to counter this Winston composition. Good peel back. Tools got the slash in as well as obviously the shield bash from Social. Which just got a, Shield Bash just got a buff, right? That does a little bit more damage than it used to, right? Oh, that was just gorgeous. That was so spicy. The Yuletide, I mean the Riptide. Throwing it towards server. Oh no! Cave goes down, but you do enough work. You can see it from how the past he's been like ordered. Yeah, I mean, I figured Midori had to have banned the Freya there. I was just kind of working through it in my head. I mean, yeah, once we get into it, it's like, yeah. Cave takes Tim down. Yeah, Tim didn't have his mythic gun buff. Yeah, lost it there. Consider a dragon in from Cave though into that server's side. Isn't going to be enough. Seafull's got a primal rage active. That's a very low tools. Oh, kind of blocked by their own wall, and Seafull finds 2 on that. What's a Winton? LA Smurf, thank you for being here. Love you too, buddy. I mean, Lampet is pretty solid. Pretty solid on the Tracer. Oh, look at all the Wintons. Look at all the Wintons. Seaborn finding that kill on the tools will be the straw that broke the camel's back, and the cap comes through here from Midori. They've got 318 to work with. Very interesting backlines. Oh, where did that go? Did that go on to Seafull? That had to go on to Seafull. Brick can one-shot combo Tracer again thanks to that added damage, the buff to her shield dash. Yep. Good call. Good to know. That's actually a really important breakpoint. Ooh! Teb somehow finds that shot. That feels like that was threading the needle. Was looking to do some math. Throwing some bounce shots around the corner. Social goes in on that high ground to find Seaborn. Had over 500,000 points. Wow. That is a low Tim. Popped by Zach. Zach with the 4. Both of our Tracers actually planting some old smackaroties there in the opposition. Taking Seafull down. Definitely going to carry a little more weight with it. Midori got to back up, regroup here with 2 minutes to go. A good wall there. I think we just saved Social's life. A good bubble out of Seafull. Returned the favor and able to protect their Hanzo. Well, there's a lot of damage. Seafull was forced out. Lampet was just waiting. He'll chase it down. Seafull, he saw it kind of casually backed up into the stairwell, thinking that they had cover. Lampet was just sitting there with both guns pointed right at Seafull's back. Ooh, the flank by Lampet going to go try to catch Zach. Zach is waiting for it. You hear the Hanzas going back and forth. Oh, what a one clip. Lampet had that one locked in. And just decimates Zach in that duel. Triple blink, try to regroup. It's actually just a double. Also, Freudian slip from Mr. Skunk. Weong should definitely get a Yuletide skin. It wasn't so much a Freudian slip as it was just kind of having fun with the it was not an accident. It was very intentional that I said that. Nice stick there out of Lampet. Dude, Lampet is on fire right now. I know, a Yuletide skin would be great.
30 seconds remaining.
Clear your minds for one last pull.
Hey, we do already have Ugly Sweater here. In play, as a matter of fact. Seafool goes up to combine with the Dragon Strike, but Timp is able to find Triplet with that, so. Already, Midori are kind of limping onto this objective. Sound Barrier in from Social just to try to stop them dead in their tracks. Just the Primal Rage, holding onto the point and keeping this alive. Now Zach comes in to try to touch, but immediately dismantled. Beautiful shot from Juno. Sound Barrier, Tidal Blast invested from Triplet here to try to hold on. This is just not a defensive ultimate. Midori gets stopped inside the shuttle bay. What a defensive hold. As EOH have come into the semifinals with a chip on their shoulder, feels like.
2-1. Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle.
Okay, so Seafool goes into the hazard here for this defense. And we're getting the carry Wuyong, as opposed to the honor Wuyong we saw in the attack. Oh, we can you teleport across, get a hook. Oh, we know your ways. The wall already there to block it. Oh, but the hook still lands. Seafool yanked down to the low ground. Suzu trying to keep them alive. Tim's putting shots their direction, but Seafool gets out. Woo! Carter Chess is Midori. And they've got a big hold ahead of them here. But we've seen it before. We've seen plenty of full holds here on Gibraltar. Seafool with the once again weapon charm, by the way. I see you. Tim just throwing warning shots towards this center high ground. Seafool trying to regroup with the supports, but you turn around and there's already EOH there in your backline. Triplet's able to clean Juno out, but not before losing Zach. So that's your Tracer would normally be who runs down there to hold down the cart. Seafool ends up moving down there, which should leave your high ground open. Yes, it does. So Tools and Temp are able to move up and grab high ground, all because of that kill on to Zach. Seafool had to go contest cart. Now is able to move up and re-engage to try to take the center high ground away from EOH. Tools is going to jump across, see if they can, perhaps find Cave sitting on blue box. Follows Seafool down to the low ground into the car wash. Zach with an important pick finds Timp early in this fight, and Triplet's been able to work up to this Tidal Blast. Seafool moves over towards server room, able to help clear that out, but not entirely. Lampet's still chilling here. Lampet has some time. He's going to work back up around to the top high ground. That is Seafool with the Tidal Blast. Able to find two. Juno and Duels both caught in the explosion from that ultimate. Kitsune Rush has been invested here, and Social's going to throw in their own title on the Lampet. This one gets the knockdown and the pulse, but still Seafool survives. How do you survive through the Tidal Blast explosion and a pulse bomb? Liz drops a huge downpour, but does not live long enough to get in and find the kills. Triplet and Cave do, though. They move in on the back of that 4-3-player downpour at least. Cave gets two with the same volley of storm arrows. What an explosive 5 seconds. Ooh, lining up the shots. Seafool falling up on a very, very smart dragon out of cave. Would not have been worth if it was just tools caught down there, but the moment you see Juno's swift step into that little cubby, the dragons in there, was definitely worth it. Now it's less than 60 seconds to go. Zach gets the kill on the Lampet. I think it looked like they had Seafool here backing him up as well. Funny, just as I'm reading, Zach needs to keep pressure on Lampet. You see that important kill. 30 seconds now. Temp put one good headshot on a Cave. Cave trying to wait for that heals. Merges, jumps away, able to avoid one. Dancing around the Sonic arrow. Seafool moving in from blue box. Ooh, gets blocked from entering into server. Caught by a downpour. Looked like that was perhaps a Suzu there from Seaborn, able to keep them alive, and Seafool goes into the server room. Now we're going to get a bit of a brawl. Nobody with any ultimates here. Actually, Juno close to a Kitsune. Could be the difference maker here to push this over the line. Social is able to get the Tidal Blast on the tools as well, so double support ults available here as EOH are trying to get this cap. Now the Kitsune comes in, and Lampet able to find Seaborn. Still, Cave is trading it back. The Kitsune has faded. That one kill's all you're going to get. Seafool is low, but Zach has been able to deliver another important pick. The cart drifting in less than 3 meters. Seafool stuck, but has the block. Shrugs off most of the damage. Zach low on health, but is able to move in and help Seafool stop this cart. Midori hold.
Play of the game.
So first time tonight, we will get an element of Harmony map pick. They're going to Esperanca. Wrecking Ball Band. A Wrecking Ball Band? A Wrecking Ball Band. I mean, Seafool and Esperanza, actually, yeah, this is a good band. Let's look at some stats there from map 3. Seafool 26 and 5. 10k damage. 10.8. Barely on top of tools there for most damage in the lobby. God, that was so close to a C9. God, that was so close to a C9. Woo. Watching that back, that was 0.7 meters. Like there was a little bit of movement there at that very, very end, and it was within 0.7 meters of a C9. That was ridiculous. And you did, Maddie. You called that full hold. You 100% called that full hold. Midori are going to ban, drumroll please, a Symmetra. Now, so Lampet, if you're watching this back, we'll come hang out with you at Fresh Street anytime. I'll come hang out with you in Fresh Street anytime. Ooh, we're getting very even breads here for map number 4. 55 to 45 in percentage. Let's get Esperanza. We haven't had a whole lot of Esperanza here in recent memory. Certainly not in FACEIT League. Are they the elephants in the room? You know what? Valid question.
Ready for battle.
I love the tiling on the floor. It's not something you'd really notice until you get like, oh shit, let's go. Tim says I'm gonna show off my prize.
One. Objective unlocked.
We're in. Ooh, that is sexy. Oh, that is sexy. Look at that. Expert gun flips. Oh, just like a real cowboy. Let's go. Also, it looks really good in gold. Tip winning this beautiful, this just gorgeous Cassidy weapon here in our marble races earlier tonight. Now showing it off here in your upper bracket semifinals. Yeah, we call it, Tip didn't have the mythic weapon. I just want more elephants. A Doom is doomed. I appreciate the follow. Oh! Brugget. Brugget. I appreciate the follow. Or I appreciate you being here. You apparently had followed it previously. But hello. Ooh. Good corner check. Yeah, but they knew Lampet was around here somewhere. No, with the ball being down, Hero does come back in. So no C-Full Hero this time. Sent with the badass gold mythic weapon. Yeah, that should really just is just the most wholesome thing. You know, hearing that Tip was like just downright giddy and calms after winning this. It's just the most wholesome thing. I love it so much. Makes me smile. Hero is nobody's hero. Seafull, please. Oh, I think that is a massive disrespect to Hero. Hero's also like a long time Midori tank. Would these teams beat Dildux? I mean, they had their chance to, right? I mean, like, Dildux did have to fight in promotion relegation to hold on to these spots. I think Zocorp had their chance. I think Zocorp had their chance last stage, did they not? When they were Dreamland. Dildux is an Avengers level threat to face it. Hey, I mean, we cast lots of them here in this league. I don't know, a couple of them were hanging out in chat. Let's see, Razor, are you still around? What do you think? What are your thoughts? Oh yeah. Yeah. There's lots more marbles to come. I do have 5 more codes to give away. Thank you, Maddie. Really good point. I have 5 more codes to give away. So we got lots more marbles coming up after this series. So y'all be sure and stick around. Gonna be good codes too. We got the Gundam bundle. We've got an Ana mythic weapon skin. I mean, we've got some the pool bundle. I forget what it's actually called. Poolside bundle, whatever it is. Woo! Oh, that fully leveled up weapon. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at those death animations. Those skulls popping up. Temp lives with like 23 health. Cave, I feel like Cave is like way back here. All right, they are just going to give up checkpoint. So we're going to be deadlocked. Oh no, Hero is going to go in for the touch. Oh, does not stay there. I like how Tim just joined marbles and left, not even knowing he won. He forgot he even played. He was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot I was playing." Like but hey, you know what? Like I said at the time, you know, we've been covering Temp on the stream since season 2. I mean, the entirety of the time I've been in FACEIT, so we weren't about to give that prize away. We do get the stop here from Midori. They do not stop the checkpoint. They do kind of C9 the checkpoint a little bit, but they do win the fight. Is facing Dildux and FACEIT like going against CR and OWCS? Chris for the win, or Chris. I think it's the second time you followed, actually. I appreciate it, though. Welcome back. All right, there you go. Checkpoint picked up now, and we are deadlock tied. Cave's got to find social. C1 comes with the kill. Midori will take the lead on the back of this. Oh, Coach Ray, good to see you. Philly is the GOAT. Razor's the GOAT. Coach Ray is the GOAT. Tip swaps over to a Sombra. Here, try to stop this push. Midori looking to force this map 5. You've got a little under 4 minutes. Still plenty of time to work with here in Esperanca. You got plenty of ultimates here for the Harmony squad as well. Most notably, I'm looking at this Kitsune rush. Swift step in, put you in a dangerous territory, but you're still not able to save tools. You were able to for a moment, but Zach's Pulse ends up finding the DMAC. Hero gets their self-destruct into the mix. And able to stay on top. Heads up to the high ground. Try to clear out this window. Temp is able to get away. I love the duck pug. Is that Dilduck's pugs? Is that what that is, Philly? Ducks 3-0 Geekay. I mean, I love Baz and Kuffa. I'm not sure who to root for on that one. That's going to be an EMP. They're finding 3 in the backline, but Tip goes down. Make it happen. Triplet, where did that go? Went on themselves. Just self-blast. You know, sometimes you just got to self-blast. I do, though, in the overlay, I want to add, like how many pauses a team has. Like, you see timeouts in other, like, traditional sports. Like, you see the number of timeouts they have up there? Anyway, we're changing the game. We're changing the game. I want Bam to lose for my seeding? No, I'm not sure what you're all talking about. All right, Social with the only ultimate here. Beat is in. Lampet got the bubble and does just an enormous amount of damage to Hero. Hero's not able to escape that wrath. So we will get a fight win here after the pause. Apparently, whatever pep talk was held behind the scenes, Tools decided, hey, I'm going to Zarya here, and we're making a map out of this. Okay, Martian dropping the Ducks logo. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Hey, I had the original. Okay, I threw up the original duck. All right, we had this duck going forever. All right, straight out of Overwatch. That was the duck. That was the ducky of duckies for all duckies. Now we have expanded the duckies. It's good to see. I'm just saying, don't forget the originals. I'm just saying, don't forget the OGs. Zach with the pulse, Cade with the bullet shot here to work with. That's 2 bubbles in. Lampet could be in trouble. Wraith form blocked by the wall. The bullet shot will take him down. Well played. Great wall. You're able to force out both bubbles. Hero gets the jagged wall to block the escape. Now you've got the rejuvenating wave is able to keep Hero alive. Zach goes down, but Hero receives the tidal blast as well. Tools throws in a Graviton Surge. That's able to catch at least 2. That's both of your supports. Oh, and they both get blown to smithereens. Tip drops a pulse bomb into the mix. And this is EOH back in control of bot, though this will march them on through past this checkpoint.
30 seconds remaining.
Making progress. Let's get on fire.
It's going to be the Seaborn Kitsune to start things off. Ooh, that was a big move from Lampet to go as far back as they did. They left the front line a little vulnerable, a little open to infiltration by Zach and the rest. Midori will close this out. Social lay it with the beat into the fight. He couldn't quite get it built up on time. Midori force a map 5. We wouldn't have it any other way around here. We wouldn't have it any other way.
Play of the game.
Oh. But Midori are going to have to win it on yet another EOH map pick. And now this is a very powerful pick. You can choose between any game type. Just, you know, a map that hasn't been played yet is the only stipulation here. But it gives Harmonia a lot of maps to choose from. You have 9 different maps to choose from, and the most powerful pick of the entire series. And it's going to be Samoa. With a Reaper band out. Let's look at some stats there for map 4. What jumps out at y'all? The Hero, the 23 and 3, the 7300. That's a pretty big standout. Pretty big standout indeed. Lampet kept quiet. Zach 22 and 4 versus Lampet 8 and 8. They're in the Tracers. Actually, it was Lampet. Lampet was playing the Reaper on that one. Excuse me. That's right. That's right. Timp played Tracer there for at least towards the end. 3 and 4 deaths consistently there for Midori. 7 and 8 deaths consistently there for EOH. So Midori and map 5s. I know, right? Who could have seen this coming? D7-bit. I appreciate the Prime sub. We are getting a Lucio ban out of Midori. We're finally ready to get into this 5th and final map. Let's go. You couldn't ask for much more. We're headed into Volcano and into one of our new maps here for playoffs. It's time to get into Samoa for your map 5. There's going to be a full approach to the reactor here for tools and EOH into this Zarya composition. Bit of a 3-2 split with Triplet and Cave approaching from the flank side of the reactor and the other 3-player from Midori going up main. Noticing the split, looks like EOH was trying to collapse onto the 2 separated members, and they do find Triplet in that and gain first cap. You can see the rotation from Hero and the rest of Midori. Just kind of left that point open. They ended up having to back up, and they give up first cap. But the House of Midori, if they lose the wife, he's gonna kill me. Co-casting is too fun. I'm glad you're having fun, Manoa. I'm very curious. I must say, I'm very curious. You'll have to come join me on here sometime. We'll have to cast together. Rejuvenating Wave. Actually missed tools there with the bonus heals. $167, 4-3 return. I'm not going to even pretend to know what you just said, Findy. Cave swings all the way coast, but I mean, just all guns were pointed at Hero. It felt like Midori was trying to poke in from a couple of different sides, see if they could find an opening. Meanwhile, just right up the gut, Hero gets melted down. So, 70% and counting on the board here for EOH. Oh, those are your odds. 1 in 67.43. Yeah, those are some pretty good odds. I was like, what? I didn't catch the context. Lamb backing away. Tools comes in to fill the gap. That is Zach with the Tidal Blast. The pulse lands. The bubble in time. Actually, the Tidal Blast from Social keeps Tools alive through the pulse bomb. But Zach is still able to follow up with a kill on Social. Says, hey, how dare you fend off my pulse bomb, and I will punish you for that. And that's exactly what Zach did. We get a flip at Midori with some percentage on the board for the first time here on Samoa. And oppositely, it's Elephant-able. Ah. Volcane. Oh, and... Agreed, Juice. I agree. Big dubs on Mon Noah for getting some casting out of there. Hey, it's fun. And dare I say, be bold me to say it's not as easy as it looks, right? Tools with a couple of kills here has really put Harmony in the driver's seat to close out this opening sub-map, and they shall. That one looking pretty swift. Only 2 deaths there for EOH.
0 to 1.
And it was Hero who found those 2 kills, if I'm not mistaken. At least find the 2 final blows. Yeah, well, I eventually figured it out, Jazzy. I eventually figured it out. It took me a minute. Well, I appreciate you trying, though. You let me know. In case I didn't figure it out, you got me covered. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much.
3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
The Kirito Cocks are ready to win. EOH is primed. Nobody in control just yet. As I say that, Midori is going to grab it. Oh! Excuse me, AOH grabs it, and it felt like Midori had the ability to contest that. They had all 5 alive. Just weren't ready, weren't able to get on the point. Weren't staged to set up and really prepare to hold. So you end up having to get up first cap. I don't know if that was just a cooldown trade. I'm not exactly sure what caused that, to be perfectly honest. No, I mean, we'll have some marble giveaways after this, but this is the only match going on tonight. Of course, I will be back tomorrow for those lower brackets. Ooh, nice little double tap from Cabe. And Toll's having to back away, but you've got 50% on the board here for EOH. And Cabe's accuracy able to build up towards this Bolo shot. Now has it ready. Bubbles have been used. Might be a good spot for it. Lambert's thrown in a pulse. Been able to pick up 1. That's a low Juno brought down by Zach, actually. Cable eventually put 1 on the tools. That brings them down. And with this Kitsune rush to back him up, Midori are able to get some percentage here. That is quite the investment. Who got that? Lampent receives the Tidal Blast. Doesn't get anything with it. I feel like it's a pretty powerful ultimate. Just to kind of throw in willy-nilly, you know, as opposed to like a pulse or a Bolo shot that feels like it's a very quick building, but not always super high impact. You know, it can be high impact, but you have to really choose it just right. Tidal Blast feels like it always gets impact. Look at that. I mean, you're able to stop. Oh, Triplet nearly stops the grab. At least the value out of the grab, rather. 74% for the Kitsune Rush and a Photon Barrier in their pocket. This is EOH Prime to kind of close this one out. They're going to get a flip without having to use either of those ultimates. Zach backing away. Puts a clip into Social. They have to self-heal. They're going to end up going down. Triplet comes in to combine for that kill, but Lampent doubles down on the other side. Kitsune and Photon Barrier up. Cave is able to pick up a kill. 3v3, no hero on this point. 93%. Zach is around. Is he going to be able to initiate the overtime? Cave is being pursued. Jumps it off the high ground. Yellow bar is in play. Can Hero make it back onto the point? Yes, Hero is here. Wavy comes in with the prime sub. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Zach tries to throw in a Bowls. Can't quite get it done, but is able to dodge the wave in from the other side. Kitsune Rush invested from Midori. Trying to stave off this overtime death. Trying to see if they can hold on to this upper bracket semifinals to force another round. Kills just so elusive, so hard to come by. Came with some high ground. Has to be wary, has to respect the teleport in from Kirito. Lampet trying to pressure that as well. It's Seaborn who steps up for an all-important first kill. Social throws the Tidal Blast onto themselves, a bubble used in that as well. Eventually, you're able to pull Cave down. One of the most dangerous aspects here of this Midori squad. Not in for this important final fight, but Zack is able to find a kill. Triplet throws in the Tidal Blast, and Zack comes up with another. Midori stay alive and flip this point. I could have swore it said I had a 42 minutes of runoff before another ads were coming up, Brughead. I am so sorry. It legit, the stream manager told me I had 42 minutes of runoff before pre-rolls. I did not expect ads to pop up. Otherwise, I would have just run ads in between maps. Zach with a good stick. That's the opener you needed. Oh, but Triplet's in trouble. You've got to be able to keep your Wuyong alive. Try to get out of there. Tools, meanwhile, has got a Graviton Surge in. Hero caught in that. The Soul Recipient cable get melted. Not able to escape the beam. The Photon Cannon might have just done it. Elements of Harmony now with all the tools. The Kitsune Rush here might just be the straw that broke the camel's back. The exclamation point. The icing on the cake. And it's going to be a cake of victory. EOH just with a little bit of cleanup left. Hero, the last bastion of hope for Midori falls. The cake is not a lie. EOH win it out in 5. Move on to your upper bracket finals. Holy hell. Oh, what an exciting finish. Unbelievable. Explosive, exciting finish. Incredible series. Oof, heartbreaker for Midori fans out there. But hey, you know what? The good news is you still have a lower bracket. And that's just your upper bracket semifinals. You're going to have Elements of Harmony move into your winner's bracket to take on Zocorp. Social, you're very welcome. My pleasure. And you're going to have Midori. Congrats on the dub. Congrats on the dub. Midori moving down into your lower bracket quarterfinals, taking on Young and Beautiful tomorrow. Let's put a little pin in this one. In this map 5 banger. I mean, who do we think is going to get player of the match on this one? My goodness. Lampet? I feel like it kind of has to go to Lampet. That's not just recency bias from this one. I feel like it kind of has to go to my fellow Delicite and Lampet. Yeah, that's my gut instinct tonight. I'm just going to stick with my gut. Lampet's going to be your player of the match here tonight. Big congrats to Harmony on an enormous dub. Enormous dub.